These 8 YouTubers did irreversible damage to their channel with one single video, and we're going to begin by talking about J-Station, whose entire career came to an end as a result of an upload titled "My Girlfriend Alexia Died, Rest in Paradise."
Last night we lost Alexia. Around 11 p.m. I got a call from her parents telling me what happened.
J-Station stated that his girlfriend Alexia had gotten into a car crash and as a result had tragically passed away. J-Station would also go and visit his girlfriend's memorial on the side of the road.
This is actually the same road that she passed away on, guys. I'm getting so emotional just being on this road.
Where J-Station seemed so emotional that he could barely get out of the car to look.
Hey man, everything's gonna be okay. Let's just go say the final goodbye for her. Everything's gonna be okay.
I don't know if I can do this.
However, his extremely emotional state here ran contrary to a video that he'd post 3 days later titled "Dead Girlfriend Ouija Board Challenge at 3 a.m. Gone Wrong," in which he couldn't stop smiling.
We're doing the Ouija board challenge on my dead girlfriend. Let's smash the like button right now, guys. 1 like equals 1 prayer for Alexia, guys. Rest in peace.
J-Station's complete lack of emotion in this new video led fellow Canadian YouTuber Some Ordinary Gamers to call the Canadian police and see if any Alexia Morano had recently passed away.
No, I don't have anything by that name on the system.
Nobody by that name specifically has suffered any form of death, right?
No, I have an Alexia, but there's no death in that.
As mentioned by the police officer, nobody by the name of Alexia had died, and after other channels such as Penguin Zero covered the story, Alexia came forward to confirm that she was still alive.
I'm sure a lot of you are really confused as to what's going on right now between me and Jay and the videos that he posted.
Alexia would go on to explain that she had nothing to do with the J-Station videos.
I was not a part of any of them. It was just Jay, and I didn't even know what he was gonna say in those videos before he posted them.
And as a result, the two had broken up.
I felt like he was just constantly being mean to me for some reason. The times that he was mean to me, it's just like he was so mean.
However, J-Station then clapped back by showing Alexia helping out with the videos before trying to expose Alexia as being the crazy one out of the pair.
You are honest to God crazy.
I've been a good person to you, Alexia.
You're a crap human being. Look online. Everybody hates you, Jay.
This one original video didn't only lead to the collapse of their relationship, but it would also eventually result in J-Station's entire channel being deleted. Therefore, J-Station probably should have gotten some advice from Sam Pepper, who had already ruined his image by posting an idiotic fake video. It went by the now infamous title "Killing Best Friend Prank," and it began with Sam stating this.
Let's see how he reacts to his best friend of 5 years being killed in front of him.
The premise of the prank was that 2 friends get taken to a rooftop somewhere where one of the friends who was in on the prank is shot with a fake gun to see how the other friend will react. Even though they eventually reveal that the whole thing was one giant prank, the absolute magnitude of the stunt helped it to go viral, racking up over 9 million views in a little over 3 weeks. But while the extremity of the video helped it to go viral, the prank also began to receive an unbelievable amount of backlash. It was obvious that Sam didn't care about the controversy in the beginning, as he'd respond to the drama by promising to delete his YouTube channel if he was donated $1.5 million on GoFundMe.
Your goal's pretty steep here, $1.5 million.
I just thought if everyone hates my channel so much, they gotta put that money where their mouth is, you know?
Yet this only seemed to add more fuel to the fire, as he was still getting heavy backlash over 3 months later, at which point it became all too much to handle. Sam Pepper would not only delete the original prank, but he'd rather unlist every single video from his entire channel, leaving only one fresh new upload titled "I'm Sorry," in which he'd come forward and explain that the video was fake.
No wonder people hate me, like I've been an idiot, like I've been stupid, and you know exactly what I'm gonna say now, of course it was fake.
However, the damage had already been done, and while Sam Pepper has since had some success on TikTok, his channel never really recovered after posting the best friend prank. Brooke Hout's channel never recovered either, as after she'd accidentally uploaded a video of her mistreating her dog, her reputation was destroyed permanently. In the lead up to posting the video, Brooke Houtz had gained 327,000 subscribers, which, as you can see from the videos on her channel, had been aided by her pet Doberman named Sphinx. Brooke always put up the facade that she loved her dog more than anything else.
Obviously, me and my dog are really close. We're besties. We hang out 24/7. We're like 25/8. Am I right?
However, less than a month after stating this, on the 6th of August 2019, Brooke would accidentally upload a full uncut clip of her pranking the dog while treating it like absolute garbage. image. As the video began to spread throughout social media, almost every single news outlet wrote an article on the story, prompting a change.org petition titled Ban Brookhouse from YouTube, which received over 67,000 signatures. Peter would also take to Twitter in a post hoping that she was banned from the platform, yet incredibly her channel remained active, helping her to post a bizarre apology video about a month after the original incident.
First, I want to start this video by saying thank you. I just want to genuinely say thank you.
Although this video did nothing to fix her image, as after taking a 7-month break from the platform, she'd return with an upload titled Where I've Been, which received an impressively terrible 98% dislike ratio, solidifying just how much damage this one video had done. However, at least Brooke was never arrested for the controversy, as when Count Dankula posted a 2-minute 23-second clip of his dog, he'd end up appearing in court. The video was uploaded in April 2016, and the premise was as follows.
Girlfriend is always ranting and raving about how cute and adorable her wee dog is, so I thought I would turn them into the least cute thing that I could think of.
In order to achieve this, Count Dankula taught his dog to perform a very controversial salute, with the video racking up 2 million views in the weeks after it was uploaded. Initially, the video was seen as a bit of comedic fun. However, on the 18th of February 2017, approximately 10 months later, Count Dankula would post a picture to Twitter confirming that he'd been arrested and would have to appear in court for posting the video. 5 months later, Count Dankula would take to Twitter once again, stating, "Trial starts tomorrow, no jury, only a judge. But it will be an open trial, as in members of the public can attend, and as a result many fans showed their support at the trial." However, this didn't seem to have any impact on the decision made by the judge, who ruled Count Dankula guilty and ordered him to pay a $1,000 fine. The judge stated, "As a matter of law, the test is not whether the video was offensive, but whether it was grossly offensive. I concluded that your video was not just offensive, but grossly so, as well as menacing." Count Dankula was able to overcome this hiccup and still maintains his popularity on YouTube up until this day. However, the same can't be said for the Try Guys member Ned Fulmer, whose entire career came to a crashing end after a single video was posted of Ned cheating on his wife. The girl in the video was fellow BuzzFeed employee Alex Herring, who had been in BuzzFeed videos with Ned before, and after the original screenshot of the two kissing went viral, a bunch of other evidence surfaced to confirm that Ned and Alex had been seeing each other behind the scenes. The event was so scandalous not only because Ned, his wife, and Alex were all public figures, but because Ned's main shtick within the videos was that he loved his wife so much and was therefore extremely dedicated to the marriage. Ned was literally known as the wife guy and would constantly talk about his wife and how much he loved her, to the point where people have made compilations on YouTube of him mentioning her. As a result of the scandal, Ned was fired from his high status position as one of the Try Guys, which was followed by the group posting their own video to explain the decision.
Ned Fulmer is no longer working with the Try Guys.
We found that Ned had engaged in conduct unbecoming of our team, and we knew that we could not move forward with him.
He's now been fired and has publicly embarrassed his wife and 2 children. Turns out Mr. Nice Guy Dependable isn't so nice and dependable after all. Ned Fulmer had months to stop his eventual collapse. However, PewDiePie wasn't quite so lucky, as after making a single joke in a single video, he'd accidentally changed the social media landscape forever. The video was titled "I've Discovered the Greatest Thing Online," and it was posted on the 11th of January 2017. The premise was that PewDiePie was testing out the website Fiverr.
There's a website called Fiverr where you basically can ask anyone for anything for $5.
And therefore, as you might suspect, the video wasn't all that controversial in the beginning. He'd order a subscribe message from Jesus, pay to have his pictures photoshopped, and even had someone sing to him in Hebrew. However, it would be after PewDiePie ordered from the guys dancing in the jungle that things became controversial. As a part of the Fiverr deal, PewDiePie was given the opportunity to write a 5-word message, which the guys would hold up on a sign in the video. Well, PewDiePie decided to have a bit of fun with it and wrote an anti-Semitic phrase just to see if they'd do it. And as you can tell from PewDiePie's reaction, they most certainly did, leading PewDiePie to state this:
I didn't think they would actually do it. I feel partially responsible, but just I didn't think they would actually do it. Like, I'm not anti-Semitic or whatever it's called. Okay, so don't get the wrong idea. It was a funny meme, and I didn't think it would work. Okay.
which was followed by the video being uploaded as usual. However, the response that the video generated certainly wasn't usual, as only 3 days later, articles began to pop up explaining that PewDiePie had been dropped by his Disney-owned multi-channel network. Upon seeing Disney drop PewDiePie, other advertisers such as Johnson & Johnson, the UK government, Coca-Cola and Dr. Pepper removed all advertising from the platform, fearing that they might be put beside some unsavory content. In order to get these advertisers to return, YouTube introduced the demonetization of non-family friendly content, leading some creators to instantly lose more than half of their revenue.
With us, our YouTube money was cut by more than 60%.
PewDiePie has since made a pretty good argument for why the adpocalypse wasn't really his fault. However, there was definitely no argument that Ryan Taylor could make after he'd post a completely unhinged video titled Nerf War in Toys R Us. The video began with the explanation that Toys R Us was closing down permanently, and therefore it would serve as the perfect place to have a Nerf war before they officially closed. However, for the exact same reason, the staff members seemed completely unconcerned about keeping their jobs and began to tackle the boys instantly. After this exchange occurred, the conflict escalated further.
You have no authority, bro, so I'll slam you back. Don't try and touch me, bro, and even you. Idiot.
Bro, that's not gonna end good, I'm telling you right now.
Just me?
which eventually resulted in them being kicked out and wrecking half of the store in the process. The video most certainly received a mixed response. Some people saw it as a hilarious piece of entertainment, while others saw Ryan as nothing more than an idiot, messing with low-wage workers who were already about to lose their jobs. But while Ryan Taylor had some support for the controversial video, the same couldn't be said for Logan Paul, who quite possibly holds the gold trophy for the most damage done to a reputation as the result of one single video. Japan Forest Vlog. 3 words that transport everybody back to the 31st of December 2017, when Logan decided that he wanted to have an unconventional New Year's Eve.
2 years ago, I fell in love with the idea of, for New Year's, slowing it down, like going somewhere that's really isolated. So we're in Tokyo, Japan, right? I figured this was the perfect time to do it, because if you look to my right, Low Gang, I give you the Aokigahara. Ooh.
After deciding to camp in the forest, Logan and his crew found someone who had recently passed away, and while Logan was extremely serious in the beginning, it wouldn't be long before he began to make jokes. At this point in time, Logan was one of YouTube's most hated creators, so when he uploaded the video, it created the perfect storm for the entire world to pile on with criticism. The pressure put on Logan prompted the perfect storm for the entire world to pile on with criticism. The pressure put on Logan prompted the now iconic "So Sorry" apology.
I've made a severe and continuous lapse in my judgment.
And while this video received over 60 million views, making it quite possibly the most well-known mistake in YouTube history, Logan was eventually able to repair his reputation using some very unique strategies. Amblin Reed created her channel to document what was supposed to be an epic weight loss journey.
My name's Amberlyn and I wanted to start a YouTube channel for weight loss.
Instead, the audience saw nothing but drama and catastrophe as Amberlyn almost doubled her body weight, with her brutal transformation beginning when she'd weigh in during her very first video.
I did my weigh-in, I was 368.0.
Amberlyn's courageous ability to share this vulnerable information led to an instant fan base of approximately 200 subscribers, along with positive comment after positive comment on every single video. But while everybody was rooting for Amberlyn, only 7 days after uploading her first video, there were already signs that her weight loss journey was going to end in disaster, as she'd post her first weekly weigh-in explaining that she hadn't lost any weight.
My weigh-in was 368.0 last week. My weigh-in today was 368.0, so I stayed the exact same.
The other thing that became obvious in this video was that Amberlyn had no desire to sacrifice for her goal.
When it comes to Thanksgiving, no, I will not be running calories. No, I will not even be thinking of my goals. I'm just not going to think of it.
and she had a defeatist attitude toward her weight loss journey.
I don't have willpower like I used to. I remember the days where I was down 3 pounds a day, but I'm never gonna be that again.
It's safe to say that this unconfident mindset was doing her no favors, as 1 week later, she'd upload another weigh-in video revealing that she'd actually gained weight.
This week has been my most indulgent binging week I have ever had. I weighed in at 371.0.
Before she'd talk about her solution to fix this, which was not to eat healthier, but rather to change the day on which she weighed herself.
I will be weighing on Thursdays now, and by this Thursday I hope to be down 3 pounds. It should be simple.
While Amberlynn concluded by stating that losing another 3 pounds should be simple, she'd once again gain weight in the week that followed.
I've been having a lot of issues with saying no to certain foods. So I did my weigh-in. I was up 2.8. Every time I weigh in, I'm like not losing. I don't know what to do.
With the trend continuing into the week after that.
But I stepped on the scale and saw 377. My first reaction was, what? That can't be right. I stepped on it a few other times, which I normally do, and it all said the same thing. I definitely know how to gain some weight.
It was obvious that Amblynn's weight loss journey wasn't going to plan, and while almost every comment remained positive, her failure to lose weight resulted in her very first hater, who she'd foolishly dedicate an entire video to.
This person is beating me up so bad with their words, saying that since I started this channel, I'm actually up weight.
However, Amblynn had a plan to prove this hater wrong.
Hello YouTube, Kip here, and today I'm going to be showing you how to find the Stepstone's secret found location. If you haven't already, I will show you this quick and easy guide to be able to get it and just get out of here. Because it's not up on top, it's on the way up actually, which is something I figured it was going to be anyway, but here we are. So, we're just going to keep going up this mountain like normal, just keep going up until we get about a little bit more up here, a little bit more. You're gonna need a lot of stamina for this, so if you ain't got stamina, I got some bad news for you. Not really you don't really need it, it's just like a bit quicker to get up. Hell, even I don't have a lot of stamina, but I have mobility moves, so. Alright, so when you get to about this part right about here, you're gonna see this. This is the messed up dirt you're gonna see. You're gonna want a heavy weapon to break through this. So you're gonna aim down kind of and pick.
Alright, what's good with y'all? It's Wolfie. Today I'm going to show you guys a detailed guide on how to solve these treasure chests, and we're going to be on one of the most difficult ones I've heard on Frostmill. The other difficult one is Shell, but I've actually had a more easier time unless I get a certain direction. But let's get right into it, right? So, all my treasure can be found at Frostmill atop a cliff, overlooking the sea, dig in the snow on the north edge of the island. Alright, so it'll clearly specify where to mine, whether it be snow, ground, or sand. Snow being snow, ground being the grass, and then sand being sand, right? So we're gonna go to what I think is the middle of the island, which I'm pretty much at the middle. Then we're gonna look north. So if you're really desperate and like you just want to find this chest of yours, then I highly recommend downloading Lightshot, because you can do this. You can take a screenshot of your screen right now and you can draw out the map: north, east, west, south, northeast, east, southwest. northwest, and then everything in between is northwest and all that. But personally, this is a lot time consuming, and I don't want to do this unless I'm really desperate and I can't find where the location is. Well, let's get right to it. So, it is on the north edge of the island. Okay, well, that's pretty easy. So I want to explain real quick about Roblox parts and like how to like efficiently mine a part. I mean shovel a part. So this whole thing right here counts as one Roblox part. So if my treasure were to be here and I would mine right here, no matter where I mine here, my treasure would pop up. And then this is the different part. So this whole circle right here counts as one part. So if I mine there, I wouldn't have to mine here. I hope you guys get that, and that makes looking for your treasure a lot easier because you don't have to dig right next to the same spot, right? So let's get right to it. So atop a cliff overlooking north edge of the island. Okay. So if we go from the center, it says north edge. We don't know actually where it counts as edge. I'm assuming it's on one of these cliffs, but just to be safe, I actually noticed this cut right. right here, so this does count as a different part. If you guys notice like some different textures, then that will count as a part. Alright, on top of a cliff overlooking the sea. Let me just kill these things. Alright, so we're gonna just go and try mining on one of these, because this still counts as the north edge if you press M. It's not there. Not here. It could be on these things, because these still count as cliffs, right? If you're in an island, if you're on an island that has a lot of cliffs, then my recommendation is just to mine anywhere in that direction. After we do this, I'm just gonna put a bunch of clips of me finding treasure, and it's just like gonna be a compilation of it, just to show you guys. Oh, and there we go, we found it. So we are pretty much at the north edge of the island.
As 1 week later, she'd upload a video providing an outline for the weight she wanted to get down to by the end of the year.
My resolution is to reach 299 pounds. I think I was 11 when I weighed 290 pounds, and ever since then, I have never seen that number 2 at the beginning of my weight.
After posting this video, Amblin began to make progress instantly.
So my weigh-in yesterday was 377.0. My weigh-in today was 376.4, so that's down 0.6.
And would announce 5 months later that she'd lost an impressive 28 pounds.
It feels really freaking good to be so on track. I'm in the 340s, no more 350s.
Although throughout the rest of the year, Amblin's discipline began to slip.
I spent the last 3 weeks eating whatever I wanted. Yes, I have gained 13.8 pounds in the last couple of months.
And by the end of the year, rather than being down to her goal of 299, she was instead back to 377 pounds.
That was my weigh-in, 377.0.
The exact same weight that she was at the beginning of the year. Yet, in retrospect, this loss of 0 pounds seems quite favourable, as only 4 months later, she'd make an announcement that ultimately caused her weight gain to spiral out of control. Amblin uploaded a video titled "Going Through a Breakup," explaining that her 4-year relationship had slowly fallen apart, which was followed by a different video only 2 days later, explaining that the scale couldn't even weigh her anymore, as she'd become heavier than 420 pounds.
The fact that the scale wasn't reading me because I reached 420 again or around there, it absolutely hurts.
Amblin's emotional state was healed to some extent when she began to date a new girl called Destiny. However, this only seemed to make things worse, as she'd begin to go months without weighing herself.
Last time I weighed myself was over 2 months ago.
And after only 6 months of being in this new relationship, Amblin explained that her weight had hit a new high.
I weighed in and I'm 455.0 pounds. I know every single time I come on here I weigh more and more and more.
The audience also began to observe that Amblin had adopted a significantly more obnoxious, unlikable attitude, which when combined with her weight gain, led to a surge in people hating on her content.
People are judging every move I make. Even in the good things that I do, people find negative, and it's frustrating to me.
At around the same point in time, with the assistance of various mukbang videos, Amblin experienced a significant increase in her subscriber count, although obviously this only gave her more incentive to eat, helping her to reach 482 pounds only 6 months after hitting 450. Things became even worse for Amblin when she'd announced that her new relationship had also come to an end, stimulating yet another increase.
January 1st, I weighed 489.2. That is the highest weight I've ever weighed. Absolutely disgusting. 10.8 pounds away from 500 pounds. I can't even like say that out loud. That is like possible for me to be that big. It is scary.
And as a result of this gain, Amblin decided to put her foot down and make a change once and for all. Only this change wouldn't come in the form of a new diet or even a new exercise routine, but it would rather appear in the form of a video announcing that she would no longer be stepping on the scale or tracking her weight loss journey whatsoever.
I am done with my weight loss journey. Sharing my journey does not help me at all.
It seemed as though Amblin couldn't bear to see herself hit 500 pounds, with this willful ignorance being spotted by the audience immediately. Her former title as a weight loss YouTuber had transformed into the new title of a weight gain YouTuber, and with a steadily increasing audience, Amblin's inability to lose weight began to receive exposure outside of YouTube. She's a woman who started her channel at 350 pounds to motivate herself and others to lose weight. She has since gained over 200 pounds through excessive binging and delusions about what is healthy. She starts a new diet every few weeks and breaks them within hours. There are rumors that she can't fit into her own bathroom at this point and is mostly immobile. She's a train wreck. My fear of becoming like her has been a great motivation to continue this lifestyle, and it's not like this was the only person who was using Amblin as fuel for their own weight loss journey. I watch Amblin Reed's videos on YouTube to motivate me to cut my portions down and work out more. Good lord, that poor girl. Not even 30 and she can barely walk due to morbid obesity. But while these people were able to find inspiration to continue on their weight loss journeys, Amblin Reed was doing the opposite. She began her 4th year on YouTube weighing in at 497 pounds, which accompanied yet another optimistic resolution.
My goal is not to go out to eat a single time in January. I'm gonna be pretty much doing like a very clean eating, and I'm just pumped about it.
However, the audience already knew exactly what was going to happen. Amber is never going to lose weight. She's been doing this for years now. She'll be eating at Texas Roadhouse in 2 weeks, and with the assistance of her jumbo Coke and chocolate movie theater diet, these comments turned out to be correct.
So that means in 1 week I've gained 12.8 pounds.
However, it will be what Amberlyn did next that took her journey to a whole new level of degeneracy. She'd begin to use her weight as clickbait for new videos, proudly displaying her unhealthy diet in exchange for extra views, leading to the confirmation that Amberlyn was now over 500 pounds.
I just keep gaining. I've never weighed this much ever. I don't even want to say it out loud. It's weird. It seems too real when I say it out loud. My weight today was 500.6.
Well, Pooh's actually surprised. And no, girl, you're not retaining water. You know exactly what you did. Way to make excuses. Retaining water did not make you 500 pounds. Eating 6,000 plus calories a day did. Well, we all saw this happening. Don't have to be that so raven to know you were gonna hit 500 pounds. The cycle continued with a brand new goal.
My goal is to be 465 pounds by June 29th.
Followed by a brand new failure.
Yesterday, I weighed in for you guys. At my heaviest, it was 525 point something.
Her weight had unsurprisingly gotten even worse by the following year.
567.4 pounds.
And as Amberlyn creeped past 100,000 subscribers, she began to receive criticism from some of YouTube's biggest fitness influencers.
For meal 1, she has a recharge bar from Jenny Craig. It should be called a fat bar. In fact, there's more grams of fat in a recharge bar than a Kit Kat bar.
Yet her response was simply that these fitness experts didn't understand who she was.
Every video made about me is just horrible and rude, and people just don't understand where I'm coming from, and I feel like I'm very misunderstood.
And it would be through this ignorant attitude that Amberlyn reached a whopping 572 pounds. However, in case things weren't already bad enough, only 5 months later, Amberlyn uploaded a new video announcing that she'd been diagnosed with cancer.
So I got my results back, and I do have cancer. I have womb cancer.
Which was extra frightening given her health.
The reason why I'm really scared is because of my weight, which is also my fault. So
Amberlyn had hit absolute rock bottom. And while during the early days of her channel, she stated that she'd never get weight loss surgery, desperate times began to call for desperate measures.
So I have been putting off calling a weight loss doctor for months now, but I don't know what came over me. I just did it. I called a weight loss place that I know about.
Amberlyn stated that one of the worst parts about getting the surgery was that her views on YouTube would likely decline.
Do I think I'm gonna lose viewers by getting weight loss surgery? And honestly, by me losing weight, I will lose viewership.
And that she'd need to lose a bunch of weight prior to the surgery.
At the size that I am, they won't be able to do weight loss surgery.
Prompting Amberlyn to lose a whopping 89 pounds in only a couple of months.
I weighed in today. I reached a new lowest at 483.0, so that means I'm officially down 89.4 pounds, and I'm ecstatic.
Although for whatever reason, Amberlyn never got the surgery, and instead, as you might expect, put the weight back on. That would be until just a few months ago, when Amberlyn announced that she had finally picked out a weight loss surgeon.
How I'm feeling now is I'm ready to take that step. I already know what surgeon I want to see.
Yet it was going to be incredibly expensive.
It comes out to $23,000.
And as a result, she's currently saving for the procedure while waiting for her doctor's approval. Amberlyn currently weighs in at 508 pounds.
Viral stories of fraud are common on the internet, and to me, some of the most unsettling are cases involving imposters. Take, for example, crimes like stolen valor and police impersonators. The demented perpetrators of these crimes are frequently exposed in videos on YouTube. Videos that show these culprits using fake credentials and fraudulent uniforms to pose as authority figures in public. And on the other hand, you have a cohort of individuals busted for faking disabilities. Sick imposters posing as society's most vulnerable in an effort to solicit charity and special treatment from medical workers. And the aforementioned is really only the tip of the and special treatment for medical workers. And the aforementioned is really only the tip of the iceberg when it comes to viral imposter stories. From a teenager performing a police traffic stop using bogus credentials, to a sign language interpreter exposed as a fraud, to a man who allegedly faked Down syndrome for diaper changes, these are the internet's most viral imposters. Today's video is sponsored by Bespoke Post. Bespoke Post is a monthly membership club delivering a box of awesome, top-shelf goods from under-the-radar brands. It's free to join, and you can skip a month or cancel at any time. 90% of Bespoke's products come from small brands, many of which are based right here in the US. Take, for example, this LED Lenser headlamp from Bespoke's Beam Box. Man, this really is an amazing light. I actually recently battle tested this thing inside of an actual cave and can confirm its quality. And Bespoke has plenty of options to choose from. They've got everything from cooking to camping to hygiene, you name it. The way Bespoke works is you go on their website and take a quiz. Bespoke will match you up with a box that they think you'll like, and if you like your match, that's great, but if not, you can swap it out with something else. And every month you'll get a box of awesome shipped to your front door with the option to skip months at no additional charge. Every box of awesome has about $70 worth of goods inside, but costs you only a fraction of that value. Bespoke has an ever-changing lineup of boxes that should keep your interest. Boxes like the Flip Box, which includes this nifty Damascus steel pocket knife with its snazzy turquoise finish handle. Ever-changing lineup of boxes that should keep your interest. Boxes like the Flip Box, which includes this nifty Damascus steel pocket knife with its snazzy turquoise finish handle. With the case and everything, it's a real solid pocket knife. Or perhaps you need some kitchen utensil upgrades. The Filet Box is perfect if you want to level up your cutlery. It comes with a Japanese steel chef's knife and a smaller 4-inch knife, both sharp and hefty. So what are you waiting for? You guys can go to bespokepost.com/wavy20 and enter code wavy20 at checkout to get 20% off your first Bespoke box of awesome. The link is in the description, and big thanks to Bespoke for sponsoring. One of the most trusted and revered professions in the United States is that of the medical doctor. The profession comes with a lot of responsibility and power as well. This story involves a young man who managed to fake credentials over a period of years, successfully masquerading as a medical professional and defrauding the public out of thousands of dollars in the process. Malachi Robinson was born in West Palm Beach, Florida in May of 1997. This young man had dreams of becoming a doctor, and what we find is that in his teenage years, Malachi attempts to become one by any means necessary. In January of 2015, 17-year-old Malachi Robinson was taken into custody after it was discovered he had spent several weeks walking the halls of St. Mary's Medical Center while wearing a lab coat and stethoscope. The young man's presence being completely unauthorized, and it was obviously suspected that he was trying to pose as a doctor. When being questioned, Malachi claimed that he was shadowing a physician, even adding that the staff who reported him, quote, was supposed to know what he was doing there. When directly asked by authorities if he ever attended medical school, Malachi responded no. Naturally, because Malachi was a minor at the time, his mother would become involved in this situation. His mother was said to have defended the young man, claiming that Malachi had some sort of mental illness that he refused to take medication for. In the end, the St. Mary's Medical Facility declined to press charges, and the police ruled that no crime had been committed. Malachi was let off. But that wouldn't be the end of the doctor impersonation route for this charlatan, as later in the year he would do something along the same line. In October of 2015, Malachi was accused of spending close to 3 weeks practicing medicine without a license at New Direction, a treatment office that specialized in addiction recovery in Boynton Beach, Florida. Around this time, authorities suspected that Malachi was illegally performing massage therapy at this facility. However, the story from the rehabilitation center itself was a bit different. Employees working at the center claimed that Malachi had told them that he was 28 years old and had a PhD in psychology.
When he came to us, he said he was 28 and that he was sick for 10 years in France, and that when he came to the United States, that they made a mistake and put his date of arrival on the birth certificate instead of his date of birth.
Malachi had allegedly forged a birth certificate to reflect this age, and even allegedly provided the center a bogus diploma from Arizona State University saying that he was a doctor. Malachi wasn't actually working at the center as a massage therapist. Using these fake documents, he had managed to convince management there to allow him to have a program director job. And according to reports, he was making a $70,000 salary. In lieu of these discoveries, the Florida Department of Health had reason to believe that Malachi was misleading the public and sent him a cease and desist letter. The department has probable cause to believe that Malachi Love Robinson of West Palm Beach, Florida, is not licensed by the Department or Board of Medicine and is practicing as a medical doctor. And you think with the government now involved, this would be the end of his medical imposter activities, but it wasn't, as Malachi was somehow able to attain a certificate to provide health care by the American Association of Drugless Practitioners, a diploma essentially stating that he was legally allowed to perform alternative medical therapies. The organization that issues these certificates approved Mr. Robinson after reviewing copies of degrees and diplomas sent to them by mail. The procurement of this credential would keep the government off of his back for some time, though it is important to note that legally the document doesn't allow one to diagnose or treat any medical conditions. Seeing that he could now outsmart the government, he started to get more brazen. Malachi continued his fraud throughout South Florida, attempting to practice medicine at anywhere that would give him an opportunity. He maintained a plethora of websites that advertised his practice, some of the websites allegedly hosting fake consumer reviews that helped build up his reputation. On practitioner review site healthgrades.com, Malachi was listed as a doctor with a specialization in naturopathy and psychology. In the biography of the page, he wrote, quote, "I value my practice skills, which include great communication skills as well as timely and prompt care. I am a strong believer that patients in general are the strongest medical tools there is." The man's profile boasting a 5-star review. And as you can see here, he was the owner and physician of New Birth New Life Medical Center, LLC. In 2016, at the age of 18, Malachi somehow manages to attain a medical office, practicing under the ruse of him being a 25-year-old doctor. Malachi had managed to deceive an investor to being a business partner who would contribute $10,000 into getting this office. According to the Facebook page associated with the practice, Malachi claimed to have offered holistic and urgent care as well as family counseling at the New Birth New Life Center. Certain journalists in Florida were privy to Malachi and his medical impersonation schemes and actually went to this place to do a sort of ambush interview with him. When confronted by journalists, Malachi would say he never claimed to be a doctor, even going as far as taping over the M in the MD next to his name by one of the doors. Instead, he says he is an ND, or a naturopathic doctor.
We've got a lot of sites online, all claiming that you're a doctor.
Well, no, they don't claim medical doctor, they're medical doctor, as I am aware of. It's not really
Love Robinson says he is not an MD, as his taped over clinic sign says. That's a mistake, he says, that he didn't authorize, but an ND, or naturopathic doctor.
The state of Florida doesn't officially license naturopathic doctors. Literally anyone in Florida could call themselves that and it wouldn't be illegal. In one famous interview, Malachi brags to reporters, touting various accomplishments and patient recoveries that he had facilitated.
I've done a lot of courses
in institutions, locally and some non-locally in alternative medicine. I've attended many
Mom says get dressed.
For what?
The new neighbor's coming over for dinner. Mom says get dressed.
For what?
The new neighbor's coming over for dinner.
Ugh. I know. What if he's weird?
What if he's Hitler? What if he's literally Hitler and tries to kill us?
Don't laugh at his accent.
I won't.
Where's your brother?
Up. Getting dressed. Aw, you look so handsy boy. Doesn't he look handsy boy?
He always looks handsy boy.
Not always.
He's here.
Hello, I am Adolf Hitler. I come from Deutschland. I have moved into your neighborhood last week.
Hi, I'm Abigail Ottenberry, but you can call me Abby.
Is the kinder retarded?
No, I don't think so. Let me show you around the house. Here's the kitchen. As you may notice,
Maybe he won't be that bad.
Are you stupid?
No, I'm not stupid.
Silence!
This is our house.
Listen to me. I will kill you. I will kill your mother. I will kill your pets. I will kill your plants.
No, you won't. Fuck you.
Cuss words! Such impolite language. I wasn't really going to kill you. But now...
Nazi! Die!
What is going on?
We were just playing Kill Hitler.
Ah, well that's cute. Just make sure Hitler doesn't mind.
Not at all. I love the kinder. I must reheat the creamy mushroom spatula I've prepared. Or as some like to call it, German macaroni and cheese. Ew! You will like it if you try it.
You don't know shit, Hitler.
I know much. If you eat something 7 times, you will begin to like it.
Very interesting, Hitler. And just who told you that?
I don't remember. Maybe it was your mother.
Was that your mom joke?
Why don't you ask her?
Mom!
Good idea. I'll keep an eye on Hitler. Wait. No!
Mom! Mom!
You are so dead, Audrey.
Stop! Mom, Hitler. He's... Oh, Mom.
Mom,
You
is
need
it
to
true
call
that
the
when you eat
cops.
something 7
Hitler.
times,
He's a
know if you
Nazi,
like it,
and
because
he's
I'm not
trying
sure
to
if that's
kill
true
us.
because that's what
You're
Hitler said
the
to me.
adult.
I don't know
You
how
have
you
to
would
do
know either how
something.
you would say that or if
It's
you
like
did
you don't
say
even
that.
care.
I didn't hear any of that. One at a time. Oh, it's ready already. Smells nice. Is something wrong? Come here. My babies. It'll be okay.
Really?
Of course. Just think of it as German macaroni and cheese. And if you eat it 7 times, you'll love it.
They look like maggots. If Hitler could read my thoughts, he would have shot me a dirty look just for thinking that, right?
Probably.
Smells nice.
Is it?
Stop! Don't eat the creamy mushroom spätzle.
I don't even have my fork yet.
He's literally Hitler. It's obvious to everyone what's going on here. He's trying to kill us. He hates us because we're Jews. He put Cyclone B in the German macaroni so that we die when we ate it. He thinks we don't deserve to live. Well, I think he doesn't deserve to live next door.
Are you stupid?
Victor, go to your room. Now! Hitler.
9.
9?
I never had kids. Well, maybe I did. It's a surprise.
Uh-huh.
Victor? Victor? Please say something.
We're dead.
We're alive.
Not for long.
I still think we can beat him.
How can you think that?
How could you not think that? There's 2 of us and 1 of him. As long as we don't get separated, we'll be okay. Right?
Audrey, I think if we're lucky, one of us will be okay.
But which would you choose if you had to choose one?
I don't know. Victor, I guess?
To live or to die?
I'm not here to cause any more trouble. I'm just really hungry.
So, Hitler, what kind of work do you do?
Painting.
Oh?
But I gave it up to become Chancellor of Germany.
Oh. Well, that sounds important. Victor! Little shit! That's not funny! Stop joking around!
I don't think he's joking.
Victor, get up. Honey, say something. You! He was right about you! You deserve to die!
Help! My brother is dying! Mom! Hitler's getting away!
Audrey, no!
Hitler! Pretty fucked up. Hitler? Adolf?
Stay back I will shoot myself, and then I will shoot you.
Why did you do it, Hitler? Why did you give up painting? You used to paint such beautiful castles. I mean, to be honest, I've been following you for kind of a long time. I also really liked your Flash cartoons on Newgrounds, your stuff on DeviantArt, your cheesy art. Hell, I even liked your old crap on For Affinity.
I will kill you just for knowing about that!
Don't be embarrassed, Hitler. It was who you were. Who you still are. And yeah, it scarred me for life. But like, in the good way. That's the Hitler I want to remember. That was the good Hitler. Victor?
Audrey.
Ugh! Yeah!
Audrey.
Ugh! Yeah!
Audrey, where's Hitler?
Hitler? Just kidding. Hitler's somewhere where he can never hurt you again.
Where?
There. Isn't he talented? I wonder what he's painting right now.
Did you pack everything, son?
Yeah.
Are you sure? You know, everything doesn't mean a phone and a few clothes.
I have everything.
We'll see.
And how long will it take?
2 days. You have school, right?
Why are we going without Mom?
We don't have to do everything with Mom, and besides, son, there's no place for estrogen there. We, like our fathers, have to strip ourselves of all comfort and discover the primal hunters that are napping in us.
Where is that from?
What?
That monologue. From what movie is that from?
From my head.
We should take Mom with us. She was a scout.
Yeah, she was, but it's not the same. We're going to the very center of the forest, not to some woods for camping.
Does Mom know?
We don't have to explain everything to her.
Oh, Mom's calling.
She must have forgotten something from the store. We won't bother her.
But she's calling us. Oh, she's calling again.
Don't answer.
Hi, Mom. What's up?
Get on speaker.
Where are you?
In the car. We go camping.
Camping?
Yes, Dad wants to take me out.
Okay, but why? When will you come back?
Tell her that we will come home today.
After 2 days.
Son, you have a long way to go.
Can I talk to Dad?
Mom wants to talk to you.
Hey, honey.
Are you going camping?
Yes.
And when will you come back?
As soon as possible.
But you've never been camping before.
What do you mean I wasn't? I was on a camp in high school with my class.
Well, I don't know if that's a good idea.
Of course, it's good. He's young, and he'll learn something. He'll breathe some fresh air and not just lock himself up in his room. Don't be afraid. Everything will be fine. Bye-bye.
You know, I'd rather.
And?
She agreed.
You got the riz.
What do you mean?
You are good at talking.
Of course I am. You talk funny. Stop listening to rappers.
I don't like rap.
Why not?
It's just talk the talk, not a walk the walk.
What did you find there?
Is this our cottage?
Oh, yeah.
Comfy. I thought we were going to sleep in a tent.
You know, I thought so too, but still, wild animals and stuff. You'd better learn slowly, first a hut, then a tent, and at the end, I'll teach you how to tie someone to a tree so they don't fall while they sleep.
And you know how to do it.
I saw it on the internet.
Are you sure this is the house?
Sure, see? The key doesn't lie.
Maybe it's the universal key.
Possibly, maybe that's better.
It's cozy here. Why is there's only one bed?
The flyer says it's a double bed. You see, son, how they rip customers off. All right, unpack. I'm going to get some wood. I have it. Son, what are you doing?
I watch a man skin a fish.
I thought there's no signal here.
Yes, there isn't, but I downloaded some videos to my phone.
And what if your battery goes low?
I have a power bank.
Just don't hold it near your head while sleeping.
I will not.
Can I see? And you're not so disgusted?
I have seen things like that before.
I thought you were scared, you know, like.
No, I'm not.
Well, last time I brought carp, you didn't want to look at it.
Am I supposed to watch when you beat a carp with a hammer?
You want to hunt something, catch a fish maybe?
Can you even fish here?
Why not?
You don't have a fishing permit.
Well, so?
Maybe there are fishes under protection here.
Get some sleep. Tomorrow you'll collect wood.
Where will you sleep?
I have a stool.
Dad, I'm scared.
Don't be afraid to, just cut.
And what if I hit you?
Then I'll nag you for the rest of my life, just like my father did.
Dad, no.
Focus, son.
But I don't want to.
You are afraid?
Yes.
Why?
I don't want to hurt you.
So, just don't.
But Dad.
Son, you need to control yourself. Take a deep breath, and just do it.
Oh, I missed.
Don't worry, son.
Dad, are we there yet? Dad?
What?
Are we there yet?
Son, how should I know? We're lost.
Oh, river.
All right, we've got to get on the other side. Let's go find a bridge or something.
Dad?
Not far anymore.
Dad, I fell into the river.
Don't worry, son. Wait, what? Are you okay? Hey, son. Evo? Evo, are you okay?
What?
Is everything okay?
Yeah, I'm okay.
All right, we have to go back.
Something's wrong?
No. I just...
Dad? Oh, you should lie down.
I'm fine.
I haven't hunted anything, but I have some brushwood.
We still have canned food. We had a quiet adventure. You did good, son.
And what now?
We can go back home if you want.
Do not move.
Do you see anything?
Only stupidity. I can't see anything here. Did you hit yourself?
Good genes. No. And still can heal like a teenager.
How much would it be? 20 years in April.
What will it be? The gold?
Porcelain. Gold is after 50 years.
I wonder if you will live that long.
If you're so careless, probably not. You see, I have to clean it. Was this necessary? If something happened to me, who would teach me?
Resourceful.
But you don't have to rush it.
He's almost an adult now, and I don't know.
What were you like?
Well, I was normal actually.
Aside from all the sports you've been doing, just hanging out with your dumb friends in the dormitory, and that's it.
You can learn a lot from friends.
He has many friends.
Computer friends are not the same.
Time has changed.
What if something happens to him? Do you think any of his friends will come over here to see how he's doing?
You're balding.
Finally.
For a ma'am, you held long.
Good thing Evo has your hair.
And my hair is better?
Yeah, and your eyes, nose, silhouette. Even height.
But he has your character.
Maybe.
Well, you can see that he's trying and wants to do everything with you. Sometimes I don't have the strength and motivation like both of you. Give him some time, he'll be fine.